here. Come up here. Come over here. Come here, look at you. There you go, sweet girl. Okay, there you go, Tinkers. You want some more? There you go. Get you more. And we'll clean that up later. What you think, sweetie? Was it good? It's always good, isn't it, girl? How you feeling this morning? You feeling good? Let me see. Come here. you want more of this, don't you? Okay. I know the score. You're on point for more stuff, aren't you? Let's see how much water do we need. That's about right.
I was just driving up Turnagain Pass and I looked to my right and I saw these pretty new, really nice modded out overland rigs, and I'm pretty sure it's Expedition Overland. There's a big X on their door, so I'm assuming they're up here in Alaska right now.
Oh, sweet. What should we do today? It's all windy. We'll sit here and watch Truck House Life for a little bit and then we'll get going. Oh boy. Oh boy. Nothing like whole milk organic yogurt. What you think, sweetie? That's pretty good, huh? What's that, girl? Alright, so I wanted to give everybody an update with Sierra. She's doing awesome right now. Come here, girl. Come over here. Let me see. Come here. Come here. Lay down right here. She's been doing really great. Her energy levels are like back up to usual, like they were like a couple years ago. She's running around like crazy. I said, I know, what you doing? Oh, I know. Just come here, lay down. There you go, baby girl. And she's doing this all the time, like just being super energetic. Oh, I know, fucking do that so much fun. Okay, we're gonna go outside in a little bit. Just hang on a second. We gotta film the video first. We gotta tell everybody how you're doing. So obviously you can see she's doing a ton better. And before her surgery, you know, I noticed like her belly was a lot bigger than it is now, and so I think the tumors were just causing a lot of inflammation. And on top of it too, they were big because each tumor, there were 7 of them, and they were about an inch in size, roughly, give or take a little bit. And so with having 7 of those in her belly, you know, that's pretty intense. But things are working out great for her here. She really enjoys just relaxing in the camper and then going and running around like crazy out there on the ranch and then coming back in here and chilling. We do have the air conditioner installed, which is real nice. And so I've been running that off a generator and then also off of my EB150. I did talk to Max to Blue Eddy, and they're sending out the AC 200P for me to install in here and then use as the primary battery for the air conditioner. So that'll be real nice. But it's been awesome being in here. I mean, it's been pretty hot this week. The temperature's up to like in the mid 90s here, which is definitely hot for right now, considering that with the monsoons it's been so nice and cool. But with the air conditioner, obviously it makes it no big deal. Just with Sierra, she's been cleared for full physical activities, so we've been running around, been taking her on walks, and she's been having a blast running around like she used to. And then actually tomorrow we go into Flagstaff and we meet with our doctors that are going to start helping her with her chemo. So we'll see how that goes. And as it stands right now, she's doing great. Most of the cancer was removed from her body, but she still has those 2 spots on her lungs. And then she has a tiny bit, like microscopic amount of cancerous cells still left in the anal sac area where that one tumor was removed. but I mean that's manageable. And they said with the chemo, you know, it'll probably just keep it at bay. It won't really grow. So the whole goal is with the chemo is just to keep everything at bay, because what they realize is that after looking at all of the imaging and all the stuff that we've done for Sierra up to this point, I know, Pumpkin. The nodules on her lungs, they constitute less than 1% of her entire lung mass, which is really great news, because that means it's zero effect on her right now. Like, she doesn't really know that she has it in her lungs because there's no symptoms. And so we caught it super early with that, which is really nice. The other tumors, though, the ones out of her lymph nodes, those are just gone, you know, because the lymph nodes are removed. So those have been eliminated, which is nice. So we essentially just have the two tumors in her, or two nodules in her lung, and one of her lungs is just on one side. I don't know if it's right or left side, I should ask. And then the microscopic cancer cells that are still left in the anal sac area. But other than that, I mean, she's doing awesome. So I am floored at how well she's responded. I thought that she'd bounce back a little bit, but she's bounced back to like her old self of a couple years ago. So it's just really great to see. And I know. I think what we're going to do today is we got to run to town and grab some supplies, and then probably just stay in town and then hit up her appointment tomorrow. But for the next part of this video, what I did was I'm kind of having a hard time figuring out how to film with the 360 camera, which is why videos have been kind of sporadic as of late and not really coming that much. But I did get a chance to film Phil's Jeep with the 360 view. So let's go ahead and check that out now, and then that'll be the second half of this video. So, but before we do that, real quick, just want to say thank you to everybody who's helped out with the GoFundMe and with all the donations and everything. Sierra's doing great, and you all had a big part in that. So I just want to say thank you very much. All right, let's go check out Phil's rig.
Film.
Yeah.
We're just starting.
Yeah, we're starting. We're just freestyling.
I love Brian's style.
All right, we're here with Phil. We got the Mad Max Jeep, the Gladiator. So I figured we'd do a 360 video and a walkthrough of this. So yeah, dude, if you want to take the lead, we'll just go around. You can tell us kind of the inspiration behind the build, what's going on with this back here. You know, in the interim while your camper's getting built by Bison Overland. Yeah. And dude, this looks so sick. Like, when you roll it up, I was just like, golly, it looks so incredible from the front. And Kevin did such a great job with all the fab work.
Thanks,
and
man.
So, yeah, let's do a walk around. Take us for a tour.
Yeah, it's been quite the process. I bought the Jeep brand new in January 2020, and I came off the road full time and started that year in 2019 with Brian. It was an amazing year in my full-size truck, but I really wanted to go more places, and I missed my Jeep way too much. And I wanted a reliable new vehicle. Kind of ironic because I've torn this thing apart in a lot of ways. And but anyways, yeah, you can see what's going on back here. There's a lot to explain, but the front end, I feel like it's a little simpler. So let's start up here. You'll probably notice big tires, right? So they're 40-inch Nitto trail grapplers on trail ready beadlock, 17-inch.
That is a
super
tough
cool
tire, man.
Yeah, and I love just the full machined wheel. Warren locking hubs, which is awesome. I've been getting better miles per gallon, being able to fully free them up. Big 8 lug there, you'll see, because the axles are swapped to Dana Ultimate 60s. So that's been the biggest change of the truck this year.
Let's go ahead and take a look underneath here.
Yeah, check them out. So the reason that we did this is because I snapped the stock front axle. But we'll get to that. So what you see is, yeah, this big old 3/8-inch thick axle tube. You've got ARB air lockers. The brakes are like Ram 3500 equivalent dual piston. Plenty to handle any camper or extra type stuff. We've got Yeti Steer Smarts components all throughout, and we switched to Hydro Assist steering. So it's like, it steers the 40s better than it steered even bone stock. We're still working out issues in the front. It's kind of on a 4-inch lift right now. Don't look too far in there. The spring's tweaked. And we've got a spacer in there, and we're like, okay, we need to go 4-inch lift, but I'm trying to keep this as low as possible for center of gravity. Because the number one thing in building this truck for me is I want it to be fun to drive. I want to be able to just go jam out, 4-wheel drive trail, rock crawling, whatever, or even just a long day on the road. And so far it's been pretty sweet with that. Suspensions, Icon Stage 8. Evo arms, only because Icon was out of stock and I bent this arm really bad. So at King of the Hammers, the reason I've done so much modification to the axles and drivetrain, we love going to King of the Hammers. It was my 5th year, big off-road race, and was driving out there on a dirt road and I hit a big boulder and snapped the front axle. It was just a total mistake, and snapped the shock shaft in half, bent that front arm. Crazy experience. I've got a whole bunch of videos on my channel going over how we drug it back from California to Arizona. And so community
crazy
really,
when that happened, man.
yeah, the community really came together. And this is another community. I don't know if I'd actually be here without the RC crawling community. This is my newest little RC crawler build, and titanium chassis, machine portal axles, just,
That's like crazy.
you know, like everything. It's got digs so you can lock up the rear, and I just wanted to go all out on this because I've had a lot of fun with the RC crawlers in the past decade or 15 years or so. And I know Brian,
Yeah, I had a blast. I went out and did when you were sleeping this morning. I was over there RC rock crawling.
I was a little jealous. I
Yeah,
saw
that's
you wake
fun.
up, walk past, and I'm like, dude. No, I got to get up earlier. So yeah, what's going on here? This is all temporary, just for a couple months. But I love this. So this is a James Baroud Evo XL. So it's nice and wide. It's like 63 inches wide. It's big and long. It pops straight up, which is great because, for example, if I was coming out to here and then I'd put my ladder, it would be more over there, and just easier setting up camp. But it's sitting on a wooden flatbed that I just built out of free materials. So that's why it's super janky looking. It's actually incredibly strong. I've just stacked a bunch of 2x6s, and this is a pallet from Nichols Auto Fab. And all this wood is from my buddy Wally's patio that he demoed. So I figured, just to show and give a little hint that this is kind of like a joke, a Mad Max style joke.
It's a joke.
We put some mailboxes. So I got these. This is the only thing I spent money on to build this whole thing. These are $12 each. And I was like, well, what am I going to put in my mailboxes? And at the same time, I was like, where am I going to put my trash? And then it all clicked. So we got TP stored in here as well, because you got to put that somewhere. And we got trash. So we just put a bag in there, put the trash in there. When it's all full, pull the bag out. So far, 5 days into this setup, living in it, it's been pretty awesome. I don't carry much trash, so I haven't even gone to this one yet. And then this is just same thing. But we got these little twisty ties. Everything's just keep it simple, stupid on this, really.
I love the accent. Oh, look at that little mini Warren.
Little Warren Xeon 10 crawler winch.
That's cool.
So got a
I
rear
just
winch
love
now.
the space that you have in here, though. I mean, it's so much room.
Yeah, it's like I think it's a lot like your topper. Like
Yeah, like you get
you might
in,
have
it's-
more headroom a little bit. I don't know. I haven't been in your topper really.
It's pretty tight.
I mean, I've been in there for videos, but
Yeah.
yeah. But
It's pretty
anyways,
spacious, man. That's nice.
I really like it. There's windows all the way around, and it's been a good tent to have on and off the truck, and it's actually really cool. I had it on the pack racks before, which is an awesome bed rack, and Kevin from Nichols Auto Fab is gonna run that now. Anyways, I love having the tent really low. As you can see, like, you know, you got dog hairs in the morning and stuff, wipe them out. We got all muddy one night, go to like inevitable to track in mud, so there's little mud globs, and I'm just like wiping them out.
Hey, Coda, over here.
What should be barking at? Weird.
There's a.
Yeah, so I love having the tent down low. Also, I use the step ladder to access the back here. And what that means is it's just a wider ladder. It's a lot easier. And I like it because it doesn't put any stress on the side of the tent. It is a fiberglass tent, so it's really well made. It's from Portugal, but you do want a nice base for it. So it does have some flex, so I don't like having the ladder attached to the side as much as not attached at all. And the biggest reason, when you're inside, you're moving around, the Jeep's moving, and the ladder slips a little bit, and it'll be in a different spot in the morning, and that can just kind of get dangerous. I don't like it.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed too, being up in here with these axles, how wide it is, the thing shakes way less.
Ah,
Yeah.
that's cool.
So I'm like more stable in bed almost. It's really funny.
That's cool.
But yeah, I'm excited. What you don't see in the video, that's one of the coolest parts of the truck, is the aluminum flatbed that Kevin built from Nichols Auto Fab. So he got the Genrite fenders and built it all around that. That was one of the coolest experiences building that with him. But he did, you'll see a 40-inch spare tire right here. So he cut the frame right here And it was his idea. He goes, we should fit your spare up in here. And I'm like, well, how do we do that? And he's like, cut it off, redo it. So everything from here back in this bar is all redone, new frame, and it can fit up to a 42-inch spare tire now. So the reason we did that is elsewise it would have to be on the roof rack or the back of the camper, and that's 165 pounds in the wrong spot.
Wow.
So yeah, we really wanted it there. He's also reinforced the frame up in this spot, because some Gladiators that are overloaded, and also some that have too long of shocks and they don't connect with the bump stop soon enough, and coilovers. Certain recipes for disaster with the Gladiator, you can bend the frame here. So he's put a big plate in and welded it to reinforce the crush zone. Anyways, that's a lot of mumbo jumbo. Check out my cup holder. So we got just, you know, got all sorts of little drinks. It's nice to have the open frame, to have access to that. I've got, these are like little Harbor Freight, you know, magnetic little dealies.
That's awesome.
So we can get going. And oh, it's okay. It's metal. It's okay.
Look at that, coffee.
Coffee.
Well, where are you headed now, man?
So I am gonna go to my off-grid property now.
Nice.
Brian woke me up and was like, yeah, it's gonna rain a lot from like noon to all day, like 10.
Till tomorrow.
Yeah,
So
till tomorrow.
At 4 p.m.
So I'm like, well, I'll jam over there. It's 45 minutes away. I say jam over, you say that. I'm picking it up from you. And yeah, I'm really excited to see the rain coming in and flowing through some spots. I've been there in the snow and some rain, but probably not this
Dude,
heavy.
I bet you those canyons and stuff, those cliffs are gonna have cool waterfalls coming off of them.
Yeah,
That's gonna
really
be
hope
awesome
so.
looking, man.
Yeah.
That's gonna be cool to check out.
And I've got the A-liner, so I'll leave the tent packed down and I'll leave this stuff and I'll just kind of relax in the A-liner, take a shower. Been 5 or 6 days, so on the road, on
About
the road.
par for the course.
Yeah, but
That's cool, man. Well,
Yeah.
dude, I love this. This is awesome. I can't wait to see what it looks like when the camper's on here. But this is really dope.
thanks. Yeah, and let me show you quick in the,
Oh
in
yeah,
the
I
back
didn't think
real
about
quick.
the interior.
This is all pretty temporary, but I am keeping my fridge here. But yeah, it's just jammed full of stuff because I don't have the camper on and roof rack and stuff. But Step 22 boxes are sweet. The soft bags to keep them up top, and you know, peanut butter cups, of course, accessible.
Are those empty?
Oh no, dude, you want some?
Yeah.
They're actually really good.
Yeah,
They're from Trader Joe's. I usually keep them in the fridge, but I was eating too many last night.
Maybe 3.
There's some empty Raptors in there.
Yeah. Yeah. I had to rummage through a few.
But yeah, these are good. I usually keep them in the fridge, but I had them up in the camper late last night because it was raining. Yeah, of course. But I got the Maxoak EB240, which is more than enough. I don't have really any solar going to it, which is actually okay. I just need to drive every 3 or 4 days and keep that charged, and a little table and stuff. And
When you got that zero seat or whatever, cancel seat.
so I got the Goose Gear seat delete. This is actually, I have a video coming out about this in the next week. This has been super cool. I've took this panel out so you can access the side. But yeah, the Goose Gear seat delete has been awesome, and it's really inspired me to build out the back seat the way that I have. And it's just been super durable, and it's nice because it has all these mounting points and spots that you can just kind of bolt anything into the floor.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good for a fridge.
When I got that tied down really nice, it changed the game. And then just a fire extinguisher there. Nice little compact deal. I wasn't really going to put anything else there. So I like to try to put stuff where, you know, you wouldn't put anything else. And then here you'll notice, like, the door usually opens to here on the Gladiator. So I've taken the hinge out and added this strap.
Oh, that's a great idea.
This wouldn't fit without doing that.
I see.
And I did it for fridge access, and the only downside is there isn't a strut, so I mean, you know, it just closes.
Yeah.
So
I've had the
if-
same thing on my truck.
Yeah, but I'd prefer it that way, I think.
Better access.
Exactly, but yeah.
I took mine out because it bent, and then it was coming back in and hitting the window. Yeah. The window frame or something like that. So.
Yeah. But yeah, that's most of the stuff.
Right on, man.
It's re-geared, so it drives the big tires really well. It's about 16, 15 miles to the gallon. Like, I can't complain at all. The Warn winch, of course, and bumper and rigid lights. I didn't want to go overboard with the lights. These are hyper spots, so these shoot really far forward. And, I don't know. I really like the setup. The WeBoost signal booster,
Which one are you running? Which model?
the 4GX OTR.
Oh, okay.
It works great. One thing I love having, some people have the antenna where they fold it down, and that's cool, but I like having it up because while I'm driving, I'll use it to just maintain signal and not drop calls. It actually helps a lot.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But yeah, adding a couple bars at camp, and we don't need that here though. You got great service.
Yeah, I know, it's pretty nice.
It might make it worse here.
Yeah, you know, it might actually, because sometimes it'll do that.
They can if you've already got good service.
Yeah. Only thing is upload time can be a little bit sketch.
And this too. I gotta show you guys this. It just keeps getting better. No, but Coda sits here. She loves hanging out in the truck here too. And then this has actually been my water setup right now. This is actually probably the first look on social media at this ever. Good family, well, friend of mine, family friend of his, came out with this. It's rinse off, so it'll be out soon. You'll see it on my channel, a full review. But let me give you a little like, oh, I guess we should turn it on, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the 12 volt, and then they also have the battery powered. So
That is awesome.
yeah, and then the mist setting is like what I wash my hands with. This has been the best portable water thing that I've ever had, and really stoked to have it right now. So yeah, that's front seat, not a lot going on, and then the back's just kind of a mess, but also like I know where everything is. It's all soft and organized. The toiletry from Step 22, love this new little bag. It's way smaller, and then my computer and some tables.
That's a heck of a computer bag, man.
Yeah, this Pelican is sick. I feel really, really good about my computer.
Oh, dude,
I
like your patches over there on those.
Aren't those cool? So that's actually a JK that's steel metallic blue like my old one. But those are, yeah, Step 22, the same people who make the bags. And Adam's a super cool dude, and he's just really creative. So I love running the soft bags. And I'm gonna have those in the camper as well, but they'll have their own spots and they won't be like stacked up. But they actually, it's stacked up real nice.
Cool.
So it's good to have the soft stuff for more temporary throw in and out. I think even weekend trips or week-long trips for people, the soft stuff's great.
Yeah, for sure. Well, dude, like I said, this thing's awesome looking, man.
Thanks.
I know you're getting a lot of attention from, like you said, at gas stations and stuff. People are like, dude, that's awesome, and lots of honks and thumbs up, and you know.
Yeah, yeah, and it's been fun because I feel like the gas or the gas tanks, the mailboxes and things, just they make people smile right away, which is, you know, a big goal of mine. So
Yeah.
but I'm so excited. The Bison Overland camper is being built, and it's just going to be next level. It's honestly not going to be a ton bigger than this, but I'm going to be able to stand up in it. It'll have a small little kitchen, a toilet, where I can function and do everything inside, and then it'll push me outside, and we'll be outside a lot. But I can't wait.
And you'll be able to go anywhere with this thing.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's no issue getting to like really hard to reach places and just having it all yourself.
Yeah, and that was the goal, was just I hated being turned around by gatekeepers in the Dodge Mahal and big ruts and things, and I also didn't like being solo and getting stuck and having scary situations. So and having a 10,000 pound rig versus 6,500, hopefully this will be about that.
Much more nimble.
Yeah, anyways, so excited, and it's been great to be at your property, man. This is just beautiful. And now I'll head to mine and keep the adventure going, and probably go to Colorado in the next week.
Cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'll be meeting you out there eventually.
Heck yeah.
We got to get a little bit of stuff squared away with Sierra, and then we're good to go. So
Yeah, give her some time to chill, relax.
Dude, yeah, thanks for coming over and checking out the pad, man.
Heck yeah,
And
thanks for
like I
having
said,
me,
you're
man.
welcome here anytime, man.
Appreciate it.
We're gonna do a lot more kicking it.
Yeah, oh, I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun to just leave like 30-40 minutes. Half of that's gonna be on dirt, and I'll be at my place now in the A-liner.
So awesome, dude.
Cool. It's been fun. I'm stoked that we're like neighbors now.
Yeah, I know.
Off-grid neighbors.
I know. Who would have thought?
I know. I
That was
wouldn't have
crazy.
guessed it.
Yeah, I know. Especially when we met that first time, we would have thought that this would be like what our lives are like now.
I know.
It's pretty awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Got to take a step back and just, I mean, things move fast for me sometimes with the truck build, but so being out here is like,
Yeah.
wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah,
cow.
this is what it's all about.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Don, thanks for the tour.
Yeah, of course. You guys have a good one.
All right, and
The only question is, are you down to mob?